All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Murphy eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Check 24. Watch 24. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 50.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Murphy operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, Carroll. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Sit high.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Murphy on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
We got this.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Ravens. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 3, check 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Head up.
Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And that goes for a gain of 31.
66. Bullet prime.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Yeah, not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Check nickel.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 37-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Jam.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They'll run on first down. It's Goodwin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 32-yard line.
Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40. Hey, here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Goodwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go one more. Go. Squeeze. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. That's it. My 40.
2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That a 92-yard kick return. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the fly, watch the fly, watch the fly. Watch the fly, motion, block. Mike 50, Mike.
2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Back.
Murphy now from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Check 52, come on. I'm not ready. Hey, alert 3. 22, jet, cover. 22, put it.
To throw is Murphy on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Check hot route.
On second down, here's Barkley. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Set, ready. Switch the outlaw. Come on, over. Smooth down. Mike's 50. I'm coming after you. Go, Mike 50. 65. 65.
From the gun, Murphy. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Lewis here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
17 yards. First down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. He'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Got it.
They'll run on first down. It's Carroll, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carroll. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 6, orange. Come on, Hayward. You better be ready. Ready, go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second and goal from inside the 5. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. James has got it. Complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's Murphy to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on. Double time, double time. Out. 5 down. 5. What? Go. Watch the play.
On second down, Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. He covered a lot of ground. Great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Barkley, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They come out here in the eye. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll run for it with Barkley. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. In the face. 51's the mic, boy. 51. All day, baby. All day. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 51. Mike 51. In your face.
Second and 2. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Let's go. 51.
They'll set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Second and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Another nice job there defensively. They really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Let's go now. 50. Check. Switch. 22 jet bomber. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Easy. 4 down. Easy. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll have a first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Giants, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.